I know the feeling all too well. When we talk about games that upset parents and gamers alike, really, one springs to mind, and that's Harvester. Because when it comes to gameplay, first off, the game is in a different resolution, different aspect ratio than the intro movie. That's why you guys saw a little piece of my desktop. But that's life. When it comes to upsetting games, this one hits on all kinds of different cylinders. First and foremost, we have, of course, our lovely, lovely graphics here. Full screen capture, but when they capture the guy, they don't capture him in a cinematic way. They capture him still photo by still photo, and they animate those. And that's how we get our movement on everybody, with the exception of full screen. I have no idea how he's examining the chair by not looking at it. But if we look at this plant, recently, there is humor here, but not much. So there we go. The dresser drawer is unlocked. Good. Let's take a look in it, see what we can find. Alright, a pen. This thing. I'll take the quarter. And apparently that's it. As of yet, the view nice. So there is some humor here, but not a whole lot of it. The basic story is we're this guy, and we wake up in the 1950s house, and we got to figure out what the heck is going on. And things are just not normal. Makes me wonder if the USSR is still on that one, actually. Let's go talk to our brother here.
What?
Stellar voice acting.
Leave me alone, Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you. Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother?
No, duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Steve, are you talking to me?
Yeah, only I don't want to be, 'cause I'm trying to watch my cowboy show.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm telling you, I need your help. I've lost my memory.
Have not. Cut it out.
I'm telling you the truth.
You always were a kidder, Steve. Leave me alone. I'm sick.
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
Well, I think I've seen a color television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are needed.
Let's be honest. Look at what game I'm playing.
I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad for a lousy rat.
Other.
Why am I a rat? What did I do to you?
You went and got all mushy on that girl, and now you're lighting out on me. Well, if that's the way you're gonna be, then you can drop dead.
The love of a brother.
What do you mean I'm lighting out on you?
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Steve in a baby carriage.
What the hell are you talking about?
Mom, Steve said hell.
Young man, don't you dare use that kind of language in this house.
How'd you like that? Yeah, well, you're in trouble. And you better not forget to take out the paper this morning. Don't try to weasel out of it. You know this is your week to put the paper out in the morning. If you forget again, I wouldn't want to be you when Jimmy catches up to you. Good.
All right, so we have to put the paper out? That's weird. But here we go. This is, they're standing animations, not filmed. Again, photographed and then animated.
Well, hello there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Who are you?
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Land
Sorry,
sakes,
cats in the
stop
background,
your
that's life.
joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name. Steve.
It's taken
Your
us
name
long
will
enough
be
to figure it out.
N.U.D. mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Sister?
Shh, you'll wake her. I just put her down to sleep. If she wakes up, she'll just want to
Lovely.
eat again. Darn it, I'm busy, and if you think I'm going to play along with this nonsense, you're crazier than Sparky down at the firehouse.
Fine. Maybe I am crazy. I can't rule that out. Why can't you just help me a little? Is that too much to ask?
Now you've done it. Are you happy? Poor baby. There, there. Did your brother scare you? Let me see.
Shocking. Shocking.
Darn
Yes,
that wasp
slap
woman.
the
She's
baby.
a monster, that's what she is.
Wasp woman?
Tetsuya Crumb is going to hear about this. I want you to go to her house right now and give her a piece of my mind.
I don't know where she lives.
Honestly, you can't miss a house covered with paper nests. Steve, you tell her to mind her own beeswax, or by golly, I'll take it up with the PTA. Or the lodge.
So, you may not know it at this point, but we've gotten our main goal for this part of the game, at least, to get access to here, the lodge.
What lodge?
The Hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon, Steve. It's just the finest place in Harvest, and the most exclusive.
What's so great about it?
Hard to say, since hardly anyone gets inside. But it wouldn't be so exclusive if it wasn't just wonderful. Just like the new Reynolds dishwasher with their patented auto-dry process, TM. I've never used one, but I know I want it. Instead of sulking around the house all day, why not walk over to the lodge and apply for membership? That's wonderful, Steve. If you got into the lodge, you'd be the talk of Harvest. Don't
Yeah.
forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
An expertly embroidered old-fashioned wall plaque. She's sleeping soundly after eating. I mean, this is only the start.
Damn it.
So, off we go. And we'll put the paper out for Jimmy, who is right there. And there's our paper. And we'll give it to Jimmy.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
There now. See how easy it is? Things are so much better between us when you remember the paper in the morning. And let's keep him that way.
Okay.
See you later, alligator.
No, he's got to have something else to say.
See you later.
Really?
See you later.
Okay. I'm also always curious what the heck is going on in the background in this town. Lima space disc stuck on the roof. So, let's see here. Let's go into the town of Harvest and see what we can find. This is the lodge. It's the center of town and everything. And then right next to it is the missile base. This is 1950s America. Everybody had one of those in the backyard. Trust me. TV station, memorial school, the diner, the fire station, and then we have the newspaper building, which we'll go have a look at. What's left in the newspaper building after an extreme fire? Can I do anything else on this screen? Okay. So we know that the newspaper building has burnt down. Cemetery. Oops, I forgot to see what the heck. Wayward Hotel. Here we have the Johnson residence. The Shady Oaks mortuary. The Potsdam residence. Our house. And that is pretty much Harvest. Lovely, isn't it? Right out of 1950s America. What's going on? He's too busy working to notice me. Looks like they lost a window last night. Okay. I always hear that parade.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Gein Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I get so sick of
I
hearing
need some
that.
help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia, in which case I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory, in which case I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant at Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to buy anything today?
Let's see what she's got.
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Shelf contains a variety of odd items for sale. Let's see what we've got here. We have the sign apparently. Here we have coffee cans, a wrench, soup cans, more coffee cans. No idea what those are. A tape, or not a tape, but tape. Another coffee can, and adult magazine. Can I not? I have to pay Mrs. Phelps. A cow is bleeding excuse me, a cow is bleeding on a robust coffee on these Harvest Blend coffee can labels. Lovely. Cans of soup or possibly rat poison. We're not quite sure which. And that appears to be all we can look at there. Well, let's take a look at the tape, actually. Black electrical tape. You must pay Miss Phelps before you can buy anything.
Hello, Steve. Care to buy?
Yes.
Just point to whatever.
Okay, shelf. Vacuum. Copier. TV. Well, maybe I don't want to operate this. I mean, there. Okay, I know I have to pay Miss Phelps. I have a quarter. Oh, I know what I gotta do. There's my quarter. We'll give it to Miss Phelps. The only thing a quarter will buy you is an adult magazine.
A girly magazine? Why, Steve, I'm surprised at you. I'd expect that sort of thing from
Look at that
Deputy
face.
Loomis, but never from you. He's always coming in here oogling the girly magazines behind my counter. Darned if I'd sell him one, though. I know his wife, for heaven's sakes.
Well, will you sell me one?
I certainly will, Steve. That kind of interest is healthy for a young fellow. Steers him away from being a fireman.
Okay. All right, now don't give me the board animation. All right, there we have the adult magazine. I'm happy. Let's get out of here. So, yeah, this is pretty much the gameplay in Harvest. Good old point and click. And let's see here. Who loved Deputy Loomis? Let's see if we can't find the meat plant, Jones School, TV station, Edna's Diner, police station. And that's a hint with this game. Generally, they tell you somebody has a interest in something. That means you should get it and go talk to them. There's Deputy
Hey,
Loomis.
can I help you, kiddo?
Are you the sheriff?
Nope, I'm Deputy Loomis. Don't you remember?
No, I don't.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
Getting real
Anything I
scared
can
now.
help you with?
And by the way, the voice acting, glorious. Glorious.
Help yourself. Speaking of which, you're real lucky to be marrying Stephanie. She don't look like a good woman. I just hope she don't turn out like Mrs. Loomis, or mercy forbid Mrs. Phelps. Good women can be awful hard on a man's needs, don't you know?
This guy's creeping me out.
Anytime, kiddo.
I'm gonna, no. No. Right. Let's see what other characters we have here. How about the barber shop? Pastorelli. Good Italian fella. Let's go say hi. Good Lord. Now, these guys were filmed on a blue screen. That's not animation. That's just repeated. Is that a goat? No, it's a sheep. Except for its occasional hairball cough, it's hard to tell if the sheep is alive or not. Then we have a cow head. Takes a true sportsman to hunt down those dangerous cows. Made of solidified mousse and sticky hairspray, this lovely mannequin is a work of art. An unfortunate extraterrestrial who journeyed hundreds of light years to wind up mounted on a barber's wall. Here's a picture of Mr. Pastorelli as a young buck. A picture of a young Mr. Pastorelli, spaghetti on his mouth and all. He's about as stereotypical as you get. Fancy barber's pole secured to the wall with straight slot screws. Straight slot screw. Why would I need to know? Okay, I will eventually. All right. Say hello to the second creepiest characters in the game.
Howdy, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say. Pastorelli's a rube from way back. Ask Clem Parsons how he followed up with the alarm system in here. I'm a plumber. I could fix it for him, but he just won't listen.
Seriously, it's not that I have a problem with little people or anything like that. This guy's just exceptionally creepy.
Well,
Whoops, look at that face.
well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a mail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet.
jeez. What else can we ask him about here? Let's ask him about the town.
Stop funning around now.
Oh, okay. He doesn't have an answer for that one. Alrighty. L-O-D-G-E.
Stop funning around now.
Okay, fine. I didn't mean to make you angry.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. Creepy little bastard.
Hello there, youngster. They say them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clem?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastorelli did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry.
Okay.
Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it, but he thinks it's the be-all, end-all. Installed that alarm system just to protect it. So who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clem.
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy hick don't know nothing about science.
Uh-huh.
Pastorelli shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying. Tarnation! Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough.
All right, the truth is these guys don't know a whole lot, but let's,
Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsmen. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human, so you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet? Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot.
Let's ask about Mr. Pastorelli, shall we?
The Pastorelli's a funny sort. Foreigner, don't you know? He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing.
I'm done
Anytime,
talking to you.
Steve.
God, these two are creepy. How about this fella? Mr. Pastorelli. Doesn't respond, not understanding English. Now, how in the world are you supposed to cut hair if you don't speak English?
Think about taking some of that siding off my hands, son.
Yeah, siding,
I'll cut you a nice
siding.
price on it.
Sure. Let's ask about this sheep.
Can't understand why Pastorelli keeps that nasty thing in here. Must remind him of the pastures in Italy. Kinda like why I keep wrenches under my pillow, so's I can dream about plumbing.
Yeah, done.
Nice to see you again, Steve.
Done. Done. This town is the creepiest. Let's go back to our general store and see. I mean, I'm curious about that copying machine. 3 copies. Okay. You know, there's got to be something for us to do, and I'm just not quite sure what. What have I got? I have a dirty magazine, and I have a pen. And it's Monday, 1953. An old 16mm projector with Geen Memorial stenciled on. Nice. 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 The new and improved Succulux Super Sucks vacuum cleaner. It really sucks. Dead roaches and bits of arid grit coat the water cooler's bone-dry reservoir. Nice. You know, I'm curious. We got that dirty magazine. Let's grab this puppy and mix
Well, that didn't work. Damn it. Okay. Oh, man.
Alrighty. This is about as exciting as Harvest gets. Now, it does get a little creepier and a little gorier and kind of turn into the horror thing that it wants to be when we get here to the lodge.
Initiates may enter the hall of the Order of the Harvest Moon.
Did you say something?
I did not speak, but my mind touched yours.
Telepathy? But how?
Only those who seek enlightenment warrant my attention. Do you hunger for true knowledge? There are always obstacles to the path. You must first fill out an application to be considered for initiation into the mysteries.
Okay, alright. Paperwork.
Members of the Order are privy to many hidden truths.
Such as?
They know what the trees whisper to the wind to make it howl. They know what the worm knows as it squirms in a rotting leg. They know what you've forgotten.
They know what you've forgotten in a creepy, creepy voice, and I'm no way.
When you find the path, truth will be revealed to you. When you possess the truth, you will know what you knew. And if anything remains forgotten, then it was never worth the knowing.
Deep. See, again, 90s. Armchair philosophy. Every game has to make a statement. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to stop here because the first bit of this game is all boring and running through the town doing stupid stuff. And I want to show you what was so shocking about Harvester, but that's later in the lodge. So I'm going to play for a bit and I will see you guys shortly. For now, that's that. Okay, I did want to show you guys some bits in the Potsdam residence. Now these are our neighbors, and this is where a good chunk of the game takes place too. Lovely photo on the wall. A giant mutant asparagus, inexplicably robust, given the fact that it's encased in red concrete. Perhaps the healthful electromagnetic fields of Harvest? Let's talk to Mr. Potsdam. There he is, my future son-in-law, and how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh? Huh? Okay. This is another problem with the game. Are we stuck?
There he is, my future son-in-law. And how's he doing today? What brings him to the Potsdam household, huh? Huh?
Let's see here.
Oh, you'll have to ask the missus about that. Stephanie's grounded to the wedding. Can't have her changing her mind at the last minute. Not with all that meat at stake.
Meat?
Meat is the foundation of any decent society. Everyone needs at least 3 servings of red meat a day. And anyone who says otherwise is a commie. And once you're married to Stephanie, I'll be part of the family too. And your father will give me all the meat I want. Kind of makes up for not getting into the lodge.
Yeah, well,
Why are you so anxious to get into the lodge?
There's wonders inside. I've heard there's more meat in there than they know what to do. Now that you're of age, Steve, you might go down to the post office and fill out a lodge application. They're always looking for new blood.
I already tried that. No applications he hasn't made. What is that the ocean in my ear here? Is this... I'm getting... Huh. Why is Stephanie grounded?
Well, don't look at me. Mrs. Potsdam wants Stephanie to study hard for her finals. If it was up to me, you could go straight upstairs, but you know, the little woman, you'll have to ask her permission to see Stephanie. Sorry, Steve. The last thing I want to do is upset you and your father before the wedding. Not with the meat at stake. You will remind your dad about the meat. Won't you?
Well, they certainly got the proper proportion of actor to play him.
Tell me about this wedding.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to hold the wedding down at the funeral parlor, since I'm not a member of the lodge. Mr. Moynihan has given his okay, and your father is going to cater the affair, with plenty of meat. Moynihan is the undertaker. He also runs the Wayward Hotel. Since he's providing the space for the wedding, you might stop by and say hello to him, just to be sociable. But whatever you do, be sure to say hi to your father for me. Will you do that? Tell him hi, and remind him of the meat.
I get it. You're meat crazy. Bye. Goodness gracious, who's in there? What's Stephanie's mom like? See, I'll give you a hint. This is how a woman that you marry is going to end up in 20, 30 years. Just like her mom.
Hello, Steve. Have you flossed today?
Lovely hair.
Honestly, you men can insult a woman without even knowing you've done it. What a horrible thing to say.
You're both standing around baking cookies. Same cut of dress. Same pearls. So bizarre.
There's nothing bizarre about baking cookies. The Harvest Charity Bake Sale is Friday, you know, and by gosh, Mrs. Marvin Potsdam Jr. can be counted on to do her share.
This charity bake sale, what is it supposed to benefit?
Oh, I dislike talking about gruesome subjects. When you get right down to it, all charity is pretty ugly, isn't it?
I don't follow.
Ask Mr. Moynihan. He's organized this event. In conjunction with the lodge, naturally.
Nope.
Give my regards to your parents.
Actually, there is one thing I want to ask her about.
Hello, dear. She's upstairs. Go right on up. Just remember, she's grounded until the wedding.
Alrighty. So there we are.
Give my regards to your parents.
Let's get out of here and go upstairs and see our future wife, I guess. Is this her room? Nope, it's the bathroom. Drip. Toothpaste, pubic hair, and snot. Gross. Medicine cabinet reeks of vicious toiletries. Let's open it up. And let's take a look in here. What have we got? We have some toothpaste. Be sure to roll up the tube from the bottom. Duh. Tampons. Better ask Stephanie about these. We wouldn't know anything, would we? Yeesh. New zippy vitamins will pick you up. What else have we got here? Floss. Dental floss. 300 yards of it. Got a headache? This aspirin should do the trick. A jar of extra strength oral lube. Great for getting in and out of tight spots. 1 hour cough medicine. Warning, yeast disinfectant, not to be used for baking cookies. I wonder, can I... Yeah, okay, so I can't take it. That's nice. This is lovely. Picture on the wall is hanging, but you know, I'll be nice. Oh my goodness. Yep, we're spying on our own girlfriend, and I have a feeling we're not the only one that uses that picture. Also, I know that every single one of you girls out there watching this, right, girls watch this. I know that every single one of you girls watching this wears a blue frilly teddy underneath your frumpy clothing. The dead plastic plant? Okay, let's see if we can't get out of here. So this is obviously Stephanie's room. Let's go say hi to her.
Who are you? What are you doing in my room?
Haven't you heard? We're getting married.
So, you're the one. Steve, isn't it?
You mean you don't know me?
I mean, I don't know anyone. I don't remember anything. How many times do I have to say it?
Just one, Stephanie, because I can't remember a damn thing either.
Really? Oh God, I thought it was just me.
You're not alone. Can you tell me what's going on here?
Those people downstairs have locked me in my room. They say I'm grounded until the wedding.
So, I'm feeling a love story brewing between these two.
My parents. I can't dispute it because I can't remember for sure one way or the other, but it doesn't feel right. Do you have any idea where you do belong?
No, but I'm fairly sure I don't belong in Harvest.
Yeah. I can't remember anything, but I feel in my heart that the woman downstairs is not my mother. She's like this thing, like a parody, a bad joke with mother as the punchline. Does that make any sense?
By the way, I have in no way edited this soundtrack. Our flautist or whatever, maybe an oboe it sounds like, whatever they're playing, just did 2 false starts.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who sees it that way. I thought I was going crazy.
Join the club. But we can't both be crazy, Stephanie.
Either way, something really weird is going on here. I've got to escape, and so do you. Because in a way, whether you know it or not, I think we're both grounded.
Dun, dun, dun. All right, I'm going to play a bit more until I come across something else that's a little strange, and I'll see you guys shortly. Here's another bit that got a little offensive. You'll notice in the background sounds someone beating a dog, random sirens, and let's talk to the firemen, shall we?
Sorry, Steve. After I'm through here, I've got cleaning to do. Rush, rush.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Don't bother me, I'm sketching. Oh, look what you made me do!
I don't converse on the job, Steve. Hello, Steve. Welcome to the House of Flame, as we like to call it. Oh, cut it out, Spots, honestly. Once he gets barking, a good piece of meat is the only way to shut him up. There you go, Spot. So, Steve, bet you don't remember me. Heard about that short in the old wiring. I'm Fire Marshal Sparky, head of your fire department.
I'm about an hour into playing. I am keeping going for you guys. You're the reason I do this. Nice theremin. Well, in the words of the fireman, I'll be back shortly. Okay, we're about to meet Dad, who has been sick in this bedroom right here for a while. So let's go in and meet Dad and see what he's like. Yeah. Yep. Screenshot from the movie Rosy Palm Meets Rosy Cheeks. This photograph is a constant torture for poor old Dad. And here we have sex toys, exotic, kinky love equipment.
No, leave that there. If any of it turns up missing.
Marv, what's going on in there?
Go. Go!
Yeah. Well, we've come to Dad because we need him to sign a permission slip for meat. Don't ask. It's probably the safest thing.
I need some meat, and Pat won't give me any without your signed permission.
Good old dependable Pat. Here, son. Here's my signature. Take it to him, and you won't have any problem. Now go, son. Go quickly, before she comes back.
Yeah. See? Not even funny. I mean, cow, dude. Whoa, just straight up offensive. Alright. That's about it. I'm going to continue playing. I just wanted you to meet Dad and see what kind of a situation he's in, because this game shocks you, and that's how they do it. Just like that. Just like that. Alright, I didn't want you to miss this. It's the great big controversial sex scene in this game, and woo, is it hot, let me tell you. What we're going to do is we're going to go right up here to our heroine's room.
Steve, it's so good.
I'm sorry. Want to hear what's happening out?
No. I'd rather forget about Harvest for a while.
Stephanie?
I feel so close to you, Steve. Like we're the only two people in Harvest. The only two real people. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I need to feel something again. This sense I have that I've known you. It's my only link to my past.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe it's different than memory. Maybe we don't remember each other so much as we recall the feelings deep inside.
Strong
feelings.
Yeah.
Maybe the body has its own memory.
Oh,
Let's find out.
Boom.
I want you. Make love to me.
So convincing. So convincing. I am convinced.
Then take me. Now.
Isn't that just the sexiest couple ever? Seriously. Okay, considering where the little peephole is located, how did we get that shot of Stephanie? Here's something I thought you guys would like to see. Anytime you have to switch discs in a emulated game, you get a little something like this. So I guess we hit Control F4, like so, and click the left mouse button. Okay, it's a little bit later in the game. We've done the nasty with our girlfriend, and we're headed back to our house to talk to our mother for what many people promote as the most messed up cutscene in the game. So let's go into the kitchen here and talk to Mom. Little brother's been watching TV the whole time.
Hello, dear. How are you today? The nerve of some people burning down the TV station to detract from our bake sale.
I doubt the perpetrator did it just to annoy the Harvest PTA.
Coincidence? I don't think so. Just 6 months ago, the newspaper building went up in smoke. Obviously, there's a firebug on the loose. Either that or a communist. Steve, I'm so scared.
What's communism got to do with anything?
Just ask Colonel Monroe at the missile base. He'll tell you. Now that the bake sale's over, I just don't know how I'll fill my time. Oh, I feel so useless. My goodness. What's wrong with her? My goodness. Oh, it's not as bad as it looks. You just pop them back in. See? As good as new. That tarantula she ate must have had wasp eggs in it.
Don't you think we should get her to a doctor?
What for? She's got her mother. How silly I was, feeling useless just because there are no more cookies to bake. I can still rear my brood. This is a sign, Steve. I have a purpose again.
Glad to see you're feeling better.
Mind, that fire still burns my britches. First the newspaper building, then DNA's diner, then WHAR. I sense a pattern. And any pattern I can't make a dress out of is no darn good. I suppose you heard about DNA's diner burning down? Sheriff Dwayne thinks it was a grease fire. We took a black eye on the bake sale, but I'm sure the Harvest PTA annual blood drive will be more successful. Overall, we made about $200, hardly enough to bury a dead horse, and definitely not enough to cover the annual blood drive.
Annual blood drive, huh?
If you knew how much blood we get, you'd be more impressed. Donations are mandatory, Steve. If you're still here come Sunday, you'll be expected to give.
Until it hurts, I suppose.
Until it hurts. Even Hank will have to donate. Of course, lodge members are exempt. Remember that.
Hey, either way, no one's sticking me with a needle.
We don't use needles.
Hey, yeah. Shocked? Offended? Good. Then the game is doing its job. If you're not, that just means that it's crap. All right, I'm going to keep playing. I'm almost into the lodge, and that's kind of the point of the deal, is to get through the lodge levels, and that's where more of our 90s armchair philosophy comes in. So I'll see you guys shortly. All right, we've arrived at the lodge.
You must now enter the lodge. Initiates find it a hostile place.
Are you supposed to help me or get me killed?
I'm starting you on the path of initiation to a very special, very exclusive brotherhood. I am merely the administrator of a test. Whether you view me as an enemy or a friend depends on how well you're prepared.
this thing? You haven't said what it is.
It is a special weapon. Using it will be part of the initiation.
Yep.
You always have a choice, Initiate. Which choices you make matter only to you.
And finishing this stupid game.
Whatever occurs in here is relevant to the great question which you cannot help but answer. What is at issue is whether in answering the question you will find the answers you seek. You will encounter those intent on preventing or prompting your answer, depending on how you look at it. While the assumption is you want to live, dying is easy and provides its own answer, but not for you.
Just tell me, is Stephanie dead or being held within?
The membership director on the second level keeps track of such things.
Oh, great. Then you are against me.
I am the sergeant at arms. I am here to ensure that the protocols are observed. Deviation from a protocol shall result in punishment. Remember what I have told you.
Yes.
Now, let the initiation begin.
Ooh. And once again, I have to switch discs, which we do by holding Control F4 and clicking. Okay, well, let's talk to the valet.
You're here. Excellent. You'll find them through that door.
Excuse me?
You are the exterminator, are you not?
No.
In that case, I'm afraid you'll have a hard time of it, sir. Recently, the lodge has become infested by pests. They need exterminating, or, to be blunt, sir, they need killing. And plenty.
So, there's the creepy little dude from the... Okay.
The second floor, sir. The entrance is hidden, but a little reflection should reveal the answer. To find the key to the second floor, reach deep within yourself. I wish you good luck, sir. I only hope you can stomach what's ahead.
Oh, so terrifying. What do we do? What do we do? The bust of Beethoven glares down you in silent rebuke. This one would be the bust of Thomas Jefferson. This one would be Benjamin Franklin. George Washington. And on this end, Barbara Bush. Okay, so... artist, politicians. I don't get it. And down we go. Oh, this is lovely. The surface underfoot is oddly spongy and fluid oozes up around your shoes once you step. Let's get moving. Oh, a giant wall sphincter. I've always wanted to climb through one of those. Are you all just utterly offended yet? Oh, that's lovely. Yes, it's gross. Ew, ew, ew. Ew, 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 ew. Is there anything to examine in here? No, just a giant pulsating butthole wall. Oh, there's my harvest blade. Oops, hey, hey. Okay. Alrighty, let's examine. Shell lodged deep in a porous wall. It looks like a common, or rather a cocoon of some sort. Okay, well that's just lovely. Can I not move here? Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Alrighty, I guess I defeated him now. Oh, another wall sphincter. How nice. Oh, eyeballs. The combat in this game is oddly terrible. It's a big blue eye. It's looking right at you. Well, let's walk over and let's... There we go. Pop it. Yeah. Because that's the grossest thing we could do. Upon leaving the strange room behind, you notice a burning feeling on your skin. You also notice a gooey film of slime covers your clothes. Let's examine a cracked vase. Huh. A real plant. Totemistic figurine, mysterious and impressive, clearly made in China, since it says so on the bottom. Oh. Let's go in the middle. Okay, so we have the zombie supper. Okay. Let's see here. Bar stocked with, let's operate the shelves and drink the beer. Alrighty, well, so we get a little drunk. That's the way to go. And now I'm facing off against myself. The combat in this game is riveting.
All right.
Searching the body, you find a small key. Yay. What happened? What the hell happened? No. No. No, 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 no. No, no. 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 Done. Alright, let's talk about this for just a moment. Harvester is one of those games where you had a group of programmers and artists go, let's get as offensive as we can and make it gory and gross and live action and gritty, and we'll make people think at the same time, because as I go through this lodge, I can tell you that I face a bunch of children that eat their own mother and a whole bunch of pointless stuff. And that brings up an interesting deal. Because whenever I think of things that are offensive for the sake of being offensive, I think of things like South Park is an example that a lot of people use, and other games that we have out there and stuff. And no, at least when South Park is offensive and they know they're being offensive, they're making some sort of social point about it. Harvester's about as deep as your average slasher flick. That is And again, guys, I'm saying average, not the ones that stand out in your mind, but your average slasher flick has a absolutely, skin deep plot, and that's exactly what the philosophy is like in Harvester. And I'm not. No, I'm not going through this again. I'm not going. It's a. If you want to see a full playthrough, the full playthroughs are out there. They really are, and there's plenty, and it can be done in a few hours. Because there's tons of scenes that we skipped, and you can make sweet love to Stephanie a few times. But the simple fact is, this was a game that was made to get under the skin of parents, and that was the only reason it was made. It was made to shock its audience, not to make it think, not to make a point, not to make this anything new that hasn't been made by generation after generation after generation. This was just a crap game made to make people go, ew, and buy it. And they did for the most part. I'll give them that. They're good capitalists. So this has been Harvester. You want to see it completed? Best of luck. Enjoy the playthroughs out there. I'm done. Maybe I'll come back to this. Maybe not. I doubt it. Anyway, I've been Scott. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Old Guy Games.